Welcome back to Wave Listens Live. We are back with Elder Advisors. We've got Larry, we've got Lindsay. You can always call 855-LARRY55 to help you from going broke in a nursing home. And I want to touch on what happens after that. After you call 855-LARRY55, or if you want to dial something less catchy, 800-763-7930.
We have all kinds of options.
Lots of options. What happens next?
All of them are legitimate phone numbers.
What can you expect to happen after that call?
Sure. So when you call, you're going to get one of our great receptionists, Suzanne or maybe Abby, and they'll just kind of look at the calendar and schedule an appointment. We pride ourselves on being available. So, I mean, we have some appointment times as early as next week. So we pride ourselves on really being able to get folks in. This is tough stuff. And when somebody's ready to go and talk about it, we want to be ready for them there. So they'll come to one of our office locations. So folks sometimes don't know we have offices in New Albany on Charlestown Road, very conveniently located there, and also in the Northfield neighborhood between US 42 and Brownsboro Road. It's kind of by the new Paul's Fruit Market.
The VA hospital.
The new VA hospital, that area. So one of those two offices we see clients in every single day. So, this is another thing. You're always going to meet with Larry and Lindsay. Larry and Lindsay are not going to go golfing or something after this. You are meeting with Larry and Lindsay. One of us will be in the appointment. So I think that's an important note too. Appointments are always free. We're never charging anything to sit down with somebody. And, you know, there's not a whole lot people need to bring. It's really just a conversation about what about what we talked about here today, or what motivated you to make this phone call? You have a concern. You want to make sure you're on the right track to prosper in retirement. And that's just kind of where we start. But meetings are about 45 minutes or so. I don't need your social security number. I'm not going to ask for it. I don't need, detailed information on your personal finances. It's not about that. It's about what scares you about retirement and how can we help? And we sit across from some people that were just like, hey, you've got it. Good job. Like, you're on the right track. You don't need anything from us. And other people were able to help in various ways. But that becomes very, very clear. And it's usually a short meeting, 45 minutes to an hour. The client knows exactly we know what their pain points are, and they know how we may be able to help. So
we talked really broadly in the first segment about prospering in retirement. And I think we got a good understanding of what that means to do, what that means for individual people, and why you guys are fit to help. What are some things, maybe just a couple bullet points of what people can do to help them prosper in retirement?
Sean, I'd like to address that by letting Lindsay address it.
Really? You're not going to take this
one? Why don't you do it? All you did in the commercial break was run your mouth and I talk too much. So now you can run it, Kentucky. They want to hear from you.
Okay.
They want to hear from you. I don't, but they do.
Larry was going to say, okay, there's sort of three things that everybody needs to consider if they're going to be prosperous in retirement, okay? So the first one is a power of attorney, okay? It's a legal document. We are not attorneys, but if you, as a client, have some kind of medical condition or limitation that you're not allowed to, or you're not able to make your own choices, you need to have somebody who has the legal authority to work on your behalf. That's called a power of attorney. We're not attorneys, but that's an important thing. And of course, we can talk about the introductions. We work with a ton of great attorneys. Power of attorney, first one. The second thing is some advanced estate planning, right? We've talked about it before on the show. A will is not enough. A will is not enough. So if you have a will, you've thought about it, that's great, but it's usually not enough. So you need to take that a step further. Again, there's always some financial components, but always some legal components. So we work with our clients and our attorney partners to figure that out. And the third thing to prosper in retirement is an idea of how you're going to use your IRA. What's your plan for your IRA? We're learning a lot right now about how when you're working in your working years and you're accumulating money, it has to be different when you're in retirement. That's the depletion years, right? You're depleting your IRA because you're using it to live on, or you're required to, because when you turn 73, you have to take RMDs, required minimum distribution. What are you doing with that? And is cashing it out and putting it in your sock drawer the best bet? It's sometimes not. So those three things, and elder advisors can kind of help work with getting all of those set up or getting you in front of the people that can help you get those set up.
Yeah. So what we've really done.
Was that sufficient, Larry?
Well,
was that
I think,
good?
to be honest, I think you were really
That was a monologue. I was going to have you
I think you were succinct, and I think you were on point. I think it was very informative. I fell asleep, so it must have been really
I'm
good.
sorry if I put
But
you to
hopefully
sleep,
Kentuckiana was awake to hear it. Because a lot of what Sean Miser here. Okay. A lot of what Lindsay is doing now is basically helping families navigate with safe money options and the retirement to IRAs, things like that. Because I'm pretty much always over in the crisis planning and stuff like that. But Lindsay is doing a reasonably adequate, modest job of helping clients today. Folks, you deserve better. She'll do better starting Monday, I promise.
And here's the thing. The goal is when you're retired, whatever that looks like, that you're enjoying that. Whatever that looks like. So if you're boating on a Tuesday because you can because you're retired, if you're watching your grandbabies on a Tuesday because you can because you're retired, whatever that is, that you are living your fullest, best life. And dumb things like, am I going to have enough money? And if something happens to me, or if I fall and bump my head, do the people that I love have the tools that they need to take care of my stuff?
And what Lindsay is not saying, but saying it, is people have a fear of outliving their money, outliving their income. And that's part of what Lindsay does, is help give strategies so you can retire peacefully and have those dollars so you can maintain your standard of living. Because otherwise, everybody has worked towards, accumulating the money, but no one really talks about how to maintain it, to maintain the standard of living, because otherwise it can start dropping, and then we start, clipping coupons, maybe giving up a trip to Disney World. Who doesn't love going to Disney World, right? And things like that. So Lindsay kind of helps develop those plans to give people peace of mind so they can always have their maintained lifestyle, because otherwise the fear is they're not going to have it.
And it starts with a simple phone call. It just starts with a phone call.
Any one of the phone numbers you want to call.
Yeah, if you guys give us just 45 minutes of your time, we'll give you a good kind of retirement checkup. And a lot of times you may be on the right road, and a lot of times there may be some simple things that we can do to really help you not just survive, but thrive in retirement.
855-LARRY-55. Don't go broke in a nursing home. And this is a joke on Larry Suit. Don't be a seer sucker.
Oh,
that's all we got today,
That
guys.
was good. Applause for Sean, today's host on Wave 3.
Appreciate you guys coming on.
Thank you.
We got more
Kentuckiana.
coming up. The
More.